Shalom, welcome to our daily, semi-daily class in Rabbi Nachman and Patreon. It's been over 4 years now. We've been trying to do it every day, and what happens is, there's so much to learn. There's so many areas of Torah. It's really amazing, and Hashem sends ideas that we need to share. And sharing Torah is a part of learning Torah. And if we don't share what we learn, we find that it's not good. We don't clear the mind to receive new ideas. We don't give to the world what brilliance and wisdom that there is in the Torah. And so we don't fulfill the lilmod lilamed lishmor lasot, to learn and to teach and to guard and to do. And all these things are woven into the practice of the Torah lifestyle, which I've tried a lot of lifestyles, and it's definitely, by far, without a question, the best lifestyle. We're in Torah Tzadik Hey 95, and he's going to tell us about leaders in the generation. When the leaders of the generation, nitzgaim, they become arrogant. They start to have less than pleasant positions about their jobs. They take themselves a little too serious. Well, God organizes people to speak against them, and people that, they're not on the same level necessarily, but they're going to come and they're going to question them, and they're going to reveal things maybe that the leaders don't want revealed. In order that maybe the arrogant leaders won't be so arrogant if they're getting contradicted all the time in the public. As our sages teach, Ein mimanim parnas al hatzibur el imkein kupat sheratzim talui me'acharav. A famous statement from the Talmud, Masechet Yomah, that God does not put a leader, listen to closely, God does not put a leader upon the community unless there is a box of disgusting, crawly creatures right behind him. What kind of statement is this? The guy sitting on the bench, he's the big judge, but behind him there's a box of spiders and worms and all kinds of disgusting things. What is that? And this is a explanation of another secret Kabbalistic idea that is brought in the Eitz Chaim, the Arizal, and Shar Arich, which is one of the highest levels in the Mochin of the Keter, of the ancient primordial structure, the crown of the structure. It says over there, Achorayim Dama, the external negative forces. Achorayim also means the judgments. The vessels that hold mercy in place are judgment. You can't have unmitigated mercy on an evil person, for example. So there's a vessel that holds mercy in its place, that holds the lights of God's power in a vessel that can be dealt with. That's called the Achorayim. It's creating a vessel. A pyramid, for example, is a structural vessel to hold other things. But Tamid, this idea of Ma, which is one of God's divine name, Nishar Peh. So we see that if we take away Ma, we take away the idea of the one name of God from another, what's left mathematically, if you take a numerical value of a name, you subtract another name from it, you get, in this case, the word Peh, mouth. What's it teaching us? It's beautiful because you see God's divine name is like related to the leader, and if you take away a part of that, the part called man, the form of man, mathematically what's left is mouth. And that's the mouth of those who are going to speak against a bad leader, an arrogant leader. Because of this box of creepy crawlies that is hanging from behind the person. He realizes, who am I to be judge of the people? I came from all kinds of not such great places. To suddenly be sitting here as a judge, if a judge has that position, that level of humility, because he knows where he comes from, either in his life or his family or his professional career, and he realizes he's really nothing. He's just a form on a chair that's doing a job for God. When you take away the idea of ma, who am I, the question ma, which is also one of God's divine name that represents Adam, he doesn't even hold himself to be something special because he's a judge. He's got some humility, which is the opposite of arrogance, obviously. But when the person is arrogant, what remains left is a mouth. A person is just a mouth. He's not. He's a voice box of ideas that are not from the right place. And then the people open their mouth against him, because that's all he is. He's not a true voice of Davar Hashem, the Mishpat Hashem, the balancing, the weighing, the judging, the fair-mindedness, the objectiveness, the detachment from personal interest. And he's so far from, shohad, which is corruption, taking bribes. Then he is potentially a good leader. But if he's not, then they take away that aspect of the good. What's left is just this mouth, the peh. They say about him, go back to where you were. Remember where you were for 5 seconds, and you're not going to be so arrogant over the people. And they mevazimoto, and he gets embarrassed. Now, this is happening every day in the media, to public leaders, to judges and lawyers and politicians and all kinds of officials all over the world and every culture. So you see, if a person's on the level, they won't shame him, they won't embarrass him. And if he's not on the level, they're going to create that that peh, that mouth that wants to contradict, because it's only in their order to show the person he's not conducting himself properly as a true leader, especially of the Jewish people, Am Kadosh, Am Norah, Am Elyon, that God has sent the Jewish people to be a role model for the rest of the nations, that we can get this human race on the track and stop running outside the lines and crashing the cars. Because the human race is really one family, or many families bound together, is more accurate. And when we see it that way, we want to work together, and we want to inspire each other to reach what we really can as a nation and as a people. God bless you all. Have a great day.